Welcome, you guys. We're going to do a little energy shifting this morning, a little meditation style. You get to just get cozy and listen and follow along. So the first line of business is getting cozy. So how can you be a little cozier right now? Do you need a blanket? Do you need your tea? Do you need your kitty cat? Do you need a pillow? You get to lie down, you get to sit up, you get to keep your eyes open, you get to keep your eyes closed, you get to have a journal and write stuff. Whenever in my first few minutes of meditation, I get flooded with ideas. So I like to write those down. So you're invited to do that. This is all about treating yourself to getting cozy. So maybe you need to move your butt cheeks out of the way. I'm going to close my eyes. I invite you to as well. But again, you don't have to. This is about treating yourself to a little time. And that means that any invitation I offer you, you get to choose to take it or not. Because if I say something or suggest something and it just isn't what you want to do, then the ultimate thing that I wish for you is to just really do what you want to do. So with that, let's take a deep breath in. Now we're going to do just a few rounds of breath here. We're going to do an inhale for 2 seconds, hold for 2 seconds, and a slow exhale for maybe like 6 or 8 seconds, but whatever you want in that time frame. So it looks like this. Really simple. So let's do 3 or 4 rounds of that. Let's do 1 or 2 more. And this time, if you've been exhaling through your mouth, if you feel inclined, try exhaling through your nose. I find it even a little bit more relaxing. There we go. There we go. So we've got a Monday morning, mid-December. A lot of us have snowy trees outside our windows. Some of us don't, but you've got other cozy things going on. You got a hot pot of coffee on the counter. Maybe you've got some cozy blankets. Maybe you have a nice sunrise. So part of the law of attraction practice is really finding anything to really enjoy, any reason to feel good, any reason to feel better. Even if that means a stretch, even if it means appreciating something that we normally don't think of, like a cup of coffee. You can kind of drink your coffee the way everybody drinks your coffee, right? You just get your cup of coffee and you go about your morning and you drink it. And that's fine. But you also have an opportunity to sit down and say, oh, I love my morning cup of coffee. I love my favorite mug. I love taking a minute. I love the way it looks when I put the cream in the coffee. Or maybe it's tea, whatever it is. The idea is that we always have these 2 options to just go on autopilot, and it's not harmful, but there's this opportunity that in that time, we're spending that time anyways, we could just consciously turn our mind on and say, let me juice this a little bit. And I call those little juicing sessions rants. Abraham Hicks will call these things rants sometimes. And that is basically a really, really good tool that you can use anytime. And so we'll do one right now. We'll do one right now, but I also want you to listen while thinking about your ability to repeat this later. Not the exact same words, but the essence of ranting. So it could start as soon as we wake up in the morning. I'm so warm. I'm so cozy. I appreciate my blankets. I appreciate my pillows. My house is quiet. My house is warm. My house is cozy. I love when I get up, I can do whatever I want in these first few minutes. I could make coffee. I could make tea. I like looking out the window. I like looking at the birds. I like looking at the snow on the branches. I like making my breakfast. I like knowing that I have a couple options. I like knowing that I get to sit on my couch and I've got pillows and I've got time. I love that my journey in life has led me to this group where we get to practice raising our vibes. I'm proud of myself for coming this morning. I'm doing it. This is what practicing looks like. I'm proud of where I am. I'm here. I'm trying. I'm practicing. I'm learning more. I'm building up the momentum. And we get in our car. I love that I have a car. It's safe. I'm in my car. I get to drive to where I want to go. I could stop somewhere if I needed. I can go to work. I get to interact. I can choose to smile today. I got to put on my favorite socks today. I got to put on my favorite pants today. I got to put on my favorite sweater today. It could sound kind of silly, right? We're just saying that we love everything we're looking at. But as we do that, it kind of feels silly. It kind of feels fun. We smile a little bit. And if we didn't do that, we would have spent that same time being neutral or maybe a little grumpy. And that is the magic of law of attraction, that is the work. That could be the full intensity of work you do, which is just as often as you can, turning your attention to things you love, things you appreciate. So let's practice a little. Let's take a minute or two of silence, which means I won't talk, I promise. And practice ranting. Take that time and rant, meaning just if you're not sure what to say, look around you and decide that you like everything you can see. I like my curtains. I like my table. I like my TV. I like my blanket. I like my doggy. I love that I'm cozy. I like that I have options today. Whatever it is. So let's take a minute or two and you can rant out what is around you so you realize that you have this tool in your pocket at all times. You're already thinking about your to-do list and your bills. That's okay. Just reshift over. Thinking about your to-do list again? That's okay. Go back to the rant. Laughing at our brain is a healthy thing. Now, one thing we all love on a Monday morning is clarity. Clarity. So we'll do a fun little exercise for some clarity. You're going to use your mind and follow along, and we're going to go for a little hike in our mind. So let's imagine we're at the bottom of the mountain. We're at the bottom of the mountain and we're getting ready to hike up the mountain. We got our gear, we got our sandwiches, we got our water. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. The temperature is perfect. Sunny and warm, but a little bit crisp. Perfect day for a hike. And so we get going. You can choose to be alone on this hike. You can choose to have your friends with you on this hike. You can choose if it's snowy out there, if it's summertime. So we start hiking up the mountain. It's beautiful. Breathing in the fresh air. Feels good. It feels like a breath of fresh air. So we're hiking up and we're looking at beautiful views, beautiful views. And we're going over little babbling brooks, little bridges. We see everything on this mountain. We see the trees and the bushes, little animals scampering around. And we're hiking up to the top, and man, we're just feeling like, wow, I needed this hike. This is really good for me. This is really good for me. And so we start getting to the top and we just start seeing these incredible views. Wow. Maybe your view is more mountains. Maybe it's a beautiful city. Maybe it's just your ideal picture of nature. And as you breathe in, you can't help but smile. Oh, it's so gorgeous. And you deserve this hike. You deserve this exercise for your body. And you deserve the time to yourself. And you're proud. You're proud for so many reasons. You're getting to the top. You're proud that you're almost to the top. And you're proud that you set the time for yourself today. And you're proud that you are feeling good, are feeling your energy shifting. You're realizing it feels so good to give this to yourself. And so you keep going to the top and you're almost at the top. You're almost at the top. And you're just feeling like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Look at it. I love this fresh air and I love this cool breeze and I love the warm sun. And I love how quiet it is. And I love the sense of calm I feel in my body. And now you're at the top of the mountain. You're at the tippity top. You're at the top of the mountain. And you're feeling fantastic. You're at the top of the mountain. And at the top of the mountain, man, you've left all your to-do list, everything that usually clouds your mind and consumes you at the bottom. You're free at the top. At the top of this mountain, It's just you, your peanut butter sandwich, maybe your coffee in your thermos, your water. You're breathing deeply and you're looking out and you're realizing that everything is okay. Everything is okay. And you're realizing that, this feels good. I would like to do this more often. I'm going to do this more often because this is so good for me. I'm feeling so good. And we realize that nothing is better than feeling good. And I feel so good right now. I feel so good. And you realize that you have a sense of a little bit of clarity. You have this sense of, when I'm at the top of the mountain, it's like when you go on vacation and you just get inspired. You've got new energy, new views, and you get your good ideas at the top of this mountain. You couldn't be bothered with the details of life. Up here, you're feeling so good. It feels like love up here. And you realize that, oh, wow, I could just really send out love. Let me just take a minute and mentally go through and send love to everybody. I love this person. I love my family, my friends. I love everybody in the world. I have love for the children in my life, the children not in my life. Because up at the top of this mountain, we are ecstatic because it feels so good. And you walk over and you see a big rock. You see a big rock, and engraved in this rock, you see a message. And the message says, all of your answers are here. All of your answers are here. And so you say, okay, then all my answers are here. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling the love, feeling the clarity. I'm feeling the fresh air. My body's pumping blood. I'm feeling good. It's beautiful. If clarity is here, let me see if there's answers up here. And so you ask yourself, what's the most important thing in my life right now? Maybe you ask yourself, what are things I should do differently? Or you ask yourself, any question that you feel like you want the answer to. And when you're up here, whatever pops in your mind is the right answer. Up here, when you ask these questions, that impulse that comes back to you is your next step. It may not be the full steps, it may not be the solution in every detail, but it is your next step. What's the most important thing for me to do today? Maybe that message you get is, hey, one thing on your to-do list, just focus on this and celebrate. Or maybe it's nothing to do with your to-do list. Maybe it's, hey, let's practice smiling today. Let's practice loving today. Nothing's right or wrong. This is your ability to rise, to hike to the top of the mountain, to see the whole world, send love, and realize in this state, this is where I get my solution answers. So let's take 2 minutes of silence. You can get your pen and paper. And while you're standing at the top of this beautiful mountain, feeling amazing, ask for clarity where you would like it. and either try to remember or jot some notes down. 2 minutes. Breathe that fresh air at the top of the mountain. Feel that warm sun on your skin. See the love emanating through your body. Beautiful light just pouring out of every cell. Maybe you're asking for high level. Which way should I go in my life? What could be a new path for me? What would be fun? Tell yourself, good job. You did good. Good job setting the time for yourself. Good job hiking up the mountain. Good job preparing your snacks. Good job for getting up there. Good job for enjoying it up there. Good job for sending love out there. Good job for listening to yourself while you were up there. Good job. Good job. Good job. So I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and a stretch as we kind of wiggle out of this meditation. Oh, yeah. Ah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, you guys.